All right, today we're diving into the AI Agent Handbook. And let me tell you, this isn't just about another app or a new piece of software. This is about a fundamental shift in how we work. It's kind of like getting a whole team of expert assistants who are on the clock for you 24/7. So, how is this new wave of AI about to change? Well, everything. Let's get into it.
And this isn't some far-off futuristic thing. It is happening right now, and it's happening fast. Gartner predicts that in just a few short years, a full 33% of the software you use at work every single day will have these AI agents built right in. That is a massive leap from less than 1% today. So yeah, the future's arriving a lot faster than we thought.
So you hear the term AI agent thrown around all the time, right? But what does it actually mean? Let's cut through the buzzwords and break down what an agent really is, and more importantly, why it's so different from the chatbots or simple automation tools we're all used to.
Okay, at its core, an AI agent is a system you can give a goal to. You don't just ask it a question. You tell it what you want to achieve. It then goes, okay, I get it, figures out all the steps to get there, and then, this is the magic part, it actually goes and does the work for you, hopping between different apps, documents, and data sources to get the job done.
And this slide really nails the difference. Think of traditional automation like a robot on a factory line. It does one specific pre-programmed task, over and over, super rigid. An AI agent, though, it's more like a project manager. It can handle complicated, multi-step jobs, connecting the dots between your CRM, your emails, and your spreadsheets. It's not just a tool, it's a true delegate, a huge leap forward, for sure.
So, let's get practical. Where do we start seeing the benefits? Well, the first big win is in tackling that massive mountain of data that every single company has. It's all about finding that one crucial piece of information, that signal that's buried in all the noise.
Oh man, we've all been there, haven't we? You know the answer you need is somewhere, but is it in that email chain from 3 weeks ago, a random spreadsheet in a shared drive, the customer database? Trying to stitch all of that together is a total headache and a huge waste of time.
This is where an enterprise search agent just completely changes the game. Instead of digging through 10 different apps, you just ask a simple, plain English question. Imagine being able to just ask, hey, show me everything we've got on this customer, or what's our parental leave policy? And poof, you get a single unified answer in seconds, all without ever leaving the screen you're on. And look, this isn't just theory. Here's Matt Jansen from Gordon Food Service talking about the real-world benefit. It's simple, right? Less time spent hunting for info means more brain power available for making smart decisions. It's all about reducing that friction between having a question and getting an answer.
Okay, here's another one we can all relate to. It's 5 p.m., your brain is fried, and you've got a 50-page report you have to understand from meeting tomorrow morning. Just staring at that wall of text feels impossible.
Well, this is where an agent becomes your personal research analyst. You can just dump all your documents into it and ask it to do the heavy lifting. Summarize the key takeaways for me. But the real game changer is step 3. You can ask for the output in a totally new format. Don't want to read it? Ask for a 5-minute podcast summary you can listen to on your drive home. Need a simple pros and cons list for your presentation? Done. How cool is that?
And this quote just brilliantly illustrates the impact. A senior consultant at Deloitte said a task that normally took her team a couple of weeks now takes minutes. I mean, just let that sink in. Weeks to minutes. The amount of productive time that frees up is just staggering. It lets you get right to the strategic thinking.
Okay, so we've seen how agents can make us way more efficient internally. But what happens when you turn that power outward, towards your customers? Well, they become a secret weapon for accelerating growth, basically giving your sales and marketing teams superpowers.
And it really boils down to 3 key areas. They can help you deliver a super personalized customer experience, but at a massive scale. They can help you sift through data to make your marketing campaigns actually convert. And they give your sales teams the exact insights they need to close deals faster.
So, if you're in a growth-focused role, these examples are pretty powerful. I mean, you can offload all that grunt work like cleaning up duplicate leads in your CRM or summarizing campaign reports. But you can also use agents as a creative sparring partner to brainstorm new ad ideas or even analyze call transcripts to find out a prospect's biggest objections.
And the scale we're talking about here is just incredible. The CEO of Verizon's Consumer Group is talking about using this to deliver faster, more personalized service across millions of customer interactions. It's not about replacing humans. It's about empowering them to make that human connection even better. So we've covered finding data and accelerating growth. But the impact of AI agents goes even deeper.
We're talking about changing the very fabric of our day-to-day operations. Everything from how we come up with ideas to how we manage our teams.
You know, every team hits these walls. The product team is stuck in a brainstorming rut. An engineer is hunting for that one little bug in thousands of lines of code. An HR manager is just drowning in paperwork trying to onboard new hires. These are all perfect jobs for an AI agent.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. For ideation, an agent can spit out 1,000 ideas to break a creative block. In development, it can sift through code and logs to find a bug that would take a human hours to spot. And for HR, it can handle all that repetitive onboarding paperwork, freeing up the team to actually give new hires a warm personal welcome.
And Alan Triggs, the Chief Digital Officer at Nokia, really brings it all home. He says that by reinventing these internal processes and blending all these different data sources, you achieve the ultimate goal, serving your customers better. Efficiency isn't just for its own sake, it's always about the end user.
And this leads us to our final and maybe the most important point of this whole thing. The real revolution here isn't just what the technology can do, it's about who gets to use it. See, in the past, if you wanted some custom automation, you needed a team of developers. It was a whole big project. Well, that's not the case anymore. Now, anyone can get started with a pre-built agent from a gallery. Or, and this is the amazing part, you can create your own custom agent using a simple chat-based tool. No coding required.
This is the key takeaway, right here. You don't have to file a ticket with the IT department and wait 6 months for them to build a solution for you. The power is now in your hands. The person who knows the job best, which is you, can build the exact AI teammate you need to do that job better. This is what it looks like when powerful technology gets democratized.
So, we've seen how these agents can find info, drive growth, and completely reinvent our workflows. But now the real question is, what would you do with this power? If you could build an expert agent right now to take over the most boring, tedious, time-consuming part of your job, what would you have it do first? Something to think about.